you worked in a butcher shop as a kid?
Yeah. For my, he was my Sunday league manager really. Yeah, and we were, from the council estate, not much money, 6 kids. It was a tough upbringing, but I think that stood me in good stead going forward. My brother was sort of 10 years older than me, so at 8, 9, I'm playing against men, so I was tough. But I was a grafter. Paper rounds in the morning, school, 2 buses to school, that kind of thing, paper rounds. Did the Avon for a little bit. I was in the butcher's, pizza, pot washer, 15, So I was a grafter, and you had to be back then, really. I think it was instilled in me from the parents, and that took me through my career, because a football career is tough. It's tough to make the break. At 16, being released by Sheffield United, you could have. That was my team. You could have just gone the other way, but it was like brother around the neck. Right, we're going to work even harder. Chesterfield picked me up, and then I just that's the way I did my career. It was hard work, graft, never quitting, because it's situations in football, maybe not for you, where you've been, released, which happened to me 2 or 3 times, and they're tough to take at any age, 16 or 36 when I left Bolton. It's tough. So there's a resilience in there, which was from my upbringing, really. So, and it's still to this day, trying to instill that into your kids as well. So that's.
But even if I go back to when you were a kid, I mean, your parents separated, and if it wasn't for the guy who gave you your first pair of boots, you'd have never become a footballer.
No, potentially not. No, it's it's not uncommon for parents to split. My mum obviously was seeing someone on the estate who's a Jamaican fella, and we ended up moving in with him. And he was brilliant to me, supported me all the way through. He had a car, took him to football games. So, it is one of those things you don't look too much in as a 10, 11-year-old kid. You go to school, you play football, leave them to that kind of thing. But things changed for us as a family then, but it wasn't necessarily a bad thing. We had a great upbringing from the family. It was well supported from, seeing my dad at the weekends and things like that. So, yeah, I love my childhood. I wouldn't change a thing.